know say we get nuclear energy for this country. Like we put together nuclear that will budget as high as 20 billion naira. And where come idea? Oh yes, I don't know. Now so it be. In fact, inside that 20 billion naira, what did they budget for nuclear power, be nuclear energy inside this country? See 19 point something billion. Now for personnel, just people they look after, people they walk around. I don't know, personnel. Now what they call them? Whether not the workers or whatever. Then the remaining 600 and something million. Now to use around the edge. The thing no sweet for my mouth. You get person who go talk now when I go understand this is the way I talk better. Now Adam's Oshiomhole now. I ain't going to explain them so you can understand. How they take budget 20 billion for nuclear energy inside this country. I don't know what they do. Maybe this same nuclear energy where South Korea won't do. I be North Korea. That they are short man won't do. Where they won't come get problem with America. America they tell you say, don't ever do any nuclear, don't produce, don't keep, don't have under your custody any nuclear energy. You must not. Where they can't get problem. So I don't know say Nigeria they do our own nuclear energy too. Wow. Make you help me listen to Adams Oshiomhole. Baba. Watch.
In fairness, I listened to the highlight of his presentation, and I was saying, I think, sir, even senators, we do gossip, even in the plenary. So I gossip left and I gossip right. I said, a lot of people ask him, so we have energy, nuclear, not even senators are aware. And I said, what is the reason? I know that there was a time they set it up. But the problem with Nigeria is setting up institutions that they do not have the capacity or even the will to maintain and to grow. That is why, Mr. Chairman, sir, Senator Chairman, I don't want to be arrested by an irresistible lady. That is why I'm always opposed to set up this. Anything we know we can't do properly, let's not start it. Because nuclear energy, everybody knows the danger. At least I'm old enough to remember when they had crisis in a nuclear plant in Russia, advanced countries. And radiation can be deadly to anybody who come in contact with it. So it's not something you start, even to dispose of it can be a huge problem. So once you start it, you rather go and find the will. Because even to dismantle it now will require investment. Because it's a very, very sophisticated technology, and it's huge, capital intensive in nature, and it requires huge maintenance. I was asking my co-gossipers. I said, no, but we do gossip, sir. My only problem, because I'm a Catholic, I do confession. There are others who don't do confession, even when they know they have sinned. So I just look at the allocation. It tells the whole story about what I'm saying. The soft part is fulfilled. You have the total budget. Total allocation. Nigeria Nuclear Regulatory Authority. Total allocation 20.177 billion. Total personnel cost 19.1 billion. So if you use 19 out of 20, that is for the personnel. What is the working capital available for this number of 20 billion remunerated people? What are they going to do with 600 million? So for me, on the face of it, I know that this is one of the typical things we do. We put money on personnel, but we don't give them the kits with which to work. And so money is wasted, in my view. if you must employ, there must be defined responsibility for the person. And as a worker myself, I know that the employer has the obligation to provide the working tools. You cannot talk of productivity of the worker if the worker has not been given the appropriate training and retraining in this case, because technology is changing, and he has all the wherewithal to do the job for which he was employed. But when you employ and you don't provide resources for the employee to do the job, then it's just a natural, just a waste. But I'm not in a position to ask for why are you having spending so much of personnel, because nobody employ himself. But I believe that they would have created a roster that identified the number of men and women they need, the level, the technical skill required, and then they recruit them. Now the means to do it is not provided for. So I agree with the distinguished senator and chairman of this commission that Nigeria as a nation and the Ministry of Finance should revisit the dream. Well, we are not to talk to the Minister of Finance. I think it is the president. He appointed the minister, so we talk about the executive. And there are just questions to be answered. Do we need to maintain Nigeria Nuclear Regulatory Agency? If the answer is yes, as suggested by the fact that we propose to retain the personnel, then we must do the next stage of giving this personnel the training, the equipment, the resources they need to fulfill the mission that inform the setting up of the agency. To leave it like this, I agree with him absolutely. It's like waiting for a disaster to happen. This is not like one of those abandoned vehicles. I think the person who can give us a better example here, because she's my friend, she will not misunderstand me, is Senator Reti. You buy gas for the family kitchen, and then you are not cooking because there is no money to buy the food for which the gas was procured. You neglect the gas is leaking, and one day somebody just want to smoke back, and then the house is in flames. So if you must have money to buy gas, may God give you the yam, the rice, and the gyro to cook. Otherwise, the gas is procured for nothing.
You hear waiting Adam's talk, very clean. 20 billion, 19 point something. Now what you go use pay personnel. Then the other one waiting on top. Now what you go use work, buy equipment, buy whatever. How? How now? You want to build a house. You say the what of, you say the everything we go use build that house now 20 billion. Then people will go build them. The personnel, the craftsmen, they go consume 19 point something billion. Then the materials where you go use build the house is now within 600 and something million. How? We will do the people's nest, cost pass materials and everything where you go use to work the house. Now what's not so somebody they try explain for that video where you watch now. Say how? I don't need to tell you that that money is gone. Ofugo. It's money that they have mapped out for themselves. They just find one name, give up. If they broke, they will go there and collect money. You also say, hey, after all, we'll have put it in budget. There are 20 billion for nuclear energy. This one. They even have an agency that look after it. Nigerian something nuclear, the nuclear energy something Nigeria. I don't know when I hear them where Adam Oshiomhole talk about. So those ones now, which be their work? Which nuclear energy they don't? Which missile they don't produce? Keep which one? Inside this country, we say they shoot our satellite to go space. Make for the nose what they happen for space as other countries get their own. Our own reach there a loss. We shoot a lot. Other people shoot their own they do. But as we shoot our own space satellite, our own loss. It's still the walk around now for space. In fact, we cannot trace it, but it's there. Don't be surprised that the one country don't find them now, they use them now, but now we shoot and go up there. Now nuclear energy for where for this country. Where they keep it? Where you dey? Where are our missiles? Where our nuclear power? Because waiting Russia use the threaten America if America won't do anyhow. I say they get nuclear power, nuclear energy. But also here, where is the nuclear power? Be nuclear. Where we get our own, but with the apportion 20 billion naira. Say now what we use, they run our own nuclear. Adams Oshiomhole. You don't this guy is becoming phenomenal. He's becoming Mr. Phenomenal in that Senate. But the cat is where you don't talk like you say you know surprise you. Say this country gets they produce they work on nuclear power. Where did they budget 20 billion? I don't laugh too much, I beg. I go see you later.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.